day 43, 365 days printing on vintage hardware. And we have the dummy 13's arm assembled with no hand and currently printing more parts. But some of the comments had me motivated on things to do. Somebody wanted to see Kali lanterns printed on some of these printers. So I figured we pull out the Clipperized Thing-O-Matic. First thing we had to do was fix our last problem. I had tried to strain relief this cable, but what I really did was probably make things worse for myself. And I don't know where my Molex KK pens are so that I can recrimp this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Thing-O-Matics. So I just took the cable out of the one that's not currently assembled. And while we were doing that, I switched the position of the connector, because normally the heated build plate, the connector is going to be in the front. On the automated build plate, it sits high enough that you can put it on this side where it doesn't hit that end stop switch. Now, strain relief is still a concern for me, so what I've temporarily done is I've zip tied here and here so that this connector, which these break off of here, these will actually rip the traces off, doesn't have any strain on it. We still have to worry about the rest of the cable, but the chassis gives us these 2 points to zip tie to. And it may look a little weird up high, but the main issue is you don't want it to get pinched in here. And if you look at it, the previous owner had cut some space out of here, so that honestly works really well. The only problem I see is if you're all the way to the right, when Y comes forward, you do hit there. But otherwise, it's pretty much out of the way. Now, this is supposed to be running Clipper, but it turns out I reused the Pi when I bought the Rat Rig, and I don't know where my SD card is for this. And turns out the only backup config that I have was before we worked out the thermocouple amplifier. I temporarily used a thermistor. So I'm not going to be able to get it up and running tonight. So I've resigned to not printing on it. And then I was going to try to put the flexion together really quickly, but I need to find certain size screws. So that'll all be probably a tomorrow thing. Hopefully we get this up and printing the Kali lantern.